Hi everybody, it's Dawn here, and in this little video I'm going to be sharing the healing properties of one of my most favourite crystals, and that's fluorite. Now, I'm not a geologist, so I'm not going to be covering the geological aspects of the crystal. This is purely the metaphysical components and properties of fluorite. So let's get into those. Now, I think that most of us are drawn to fluorite due to its bright and vibrant colours. The bands of purple, green, blue and yellow really allure and tantalise us. I mean, who wouldn't be amazed at how this intricate pattern of colours is created in the earth by Mother Nature? Now, rainbow fluorite, as it's known, is a combination of these vibrant colours and patterns. But it also comes in single colours as well, like blue, green, yellow and purples. And we are going to get into those a little later in the video. So if we go beyond the stunning look of fluorite and we lean into the feel and how it affects us, we get to experience the deep healing and the support that our fluorite crystal allies can provide us. Now, when I'm asking my students to get to know crystals, I ask that they leave the crystal reference books alone for a while and they spend time getting to know the crystal. I ask them to build their relationship with them. So I ask them to sleep, meditate and carry the crystals around and pay attention to how they feel when they do. So whether it's physical feelings, mental functioning or emotions, I ask them to record them before comparing them with the well-known and accepted properties that are usually outlined in books. And I would really highly recommend that you follow this approach as well. That way you can build your relationship up with the crystals. So in this video, you get to take a peek in my experiences with fluorite and how I use it for myself and my clients. So let's start with rainbow fluorite, as this is the one that we probably see the most available in metaphysical and crystal shops. So first and foremost for me, it's a stone of promoting self-confidence, concentration and learning. It really does sharpen the mind and it increases its capacity to retain and recall information. And I use rainbow fluorite in all of my professional studies and my exams. And I also shared this technique with my daughter as well as she progressed through the school system. Now, it was a bit hit and miss with her if she remembered to take it to school or not. But honestly, she never ever forgot it for exams. It was always front and centre on her desk, and she found it immensely beneficial for her. The other thing that I use rainbow fluorite for, well, is to neutralise detrimental energy in my home. So particularly the electromagnetic and technopathic smog that really does kind of affect us. Popping a piece next to your router, your computer and even your smart meter will help to lessen the effects. Now, if you're sensitive to these types of energies, you really should find some relief just by doing this simple activity. And if you want to know more about house healing, perhaps schedule a conversation with me and I'll leave my contact details in the description below. Now let's look at a couple of the single colours of fluorite and how they can work with us. And we're going to start with purple fluorite. Now, I use this stone to help access my higher self. So purple is such a spiritual colour with a high vibration. It's really often associated with the third eye and the crown and the higher transpersonal chakras. So this is a stone I meditate with often. And it really brings with it some protection. I'll talk about that in a moment, but also spiritual guidance. I really feel taken care of, nurtured and loved when I meditate with purple fluorite. So I also use it to unblock my psychic sight. So if I'm feeling sluggish or blocked in any way, I bring a purple fluorite. And then finally, I also combine it with amethyst. And I put those two together for elixirs and sprays or practices around psychic protection. So next is blue fluorite. Now this is a wonderful throat chakra stone, and this is how I use it. If I'm trying to speak my truth or have a big meeting or an important conversation coming up, I'll work with the blue fluorite beforehand. I'll also take it with me for the conversation or for the event itself. And what I found about blue fluorite and communication is that it creates a balance between my head and my heart, so that I get to speak my truth, but from a place of compassion and a place of wisdom. And I find the rich blue colour so calming, even in times of high stress. And I have this piece that I'm showing you next to me, but I'm working for that very reason. Now, traditionally green fluorite is a heart chakra stone, but this isn't how I use it. I've found that it's amazing at taking away physical pain. Now, I use this piece to gently massage a painful area, and it moves and shifts the energy that is contributing to the pain being felt. Now, I work counterclockwise to remove the stuck energy, and then I channel Reiki into the spot, and it works like a charm. Now, obviously, this is about alleviating the symptoms of what might be an underlying medical condition. So I would always advise you to seek medical advice if you are experiencing pain in your body first and foremost, and then you can help alleviate the symptoms with some green fluorite. Now, yellow fluorite is beautiful, and I use this little crystal here that I'm showing you to help me with my self-confidence, my creativity and my inspiration. It really is my stone of action. So if I'm dithering about a decision or taking some sort of next step action, I draw on the strength of yellow fluorite to really help kind of channel that oomph, and it always works every time. Now, and finally, I want to talk about a specific form of fluorite which I adore, and it's called Blue John. Now, this is unique to Derbyshire in England, and it was known as a high spiritual stone centuries ago. And it's one of the oldest forms of fluorite in the world, and it was first discovered by the Romans 2,000 years ago. Now, this rare and beautiful natural gemstone occurs in the hillside to the west of Castleton, Hope Valley, Derbyshire in England, and it's opposite the mountain known as Mam Tor. It's often described as the Shivering Mountain. Now, Blue John has only ever been found within the Blue John Cavern and the Treak Cliff Cavern in Castleton. And the name Mam Tor, well, it means Mother Hill, a name given due to the frequent landslips of its eastern face, which resulted in a multitude of mini hills beneath it. And I really love the history and the heritage of this truly magical stone. Now, I use these stones that I'm showing you now in lots of my rituals and my magical practice. They live on my altar, and they're truly special friends to share my life with. So there you have it. It's a really quick peek into fluorite and how I use it. And it's a wonderful stone, and I hope I've inspired you to pick up a piece. Now, if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and a like, and if you appreciate content like this, please do subscribe and share my channel with people that you know would appreciate it too. We get to build community together. Ta-ta for now.